Ready to unlock some secrets to a life well lived?
I think we are.
I hope so, because today we're diving deep into the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma.
Ooh, good one.
You guys know the drill. You send in excerpts from this self-help book, and,
Yeah.
and we're going to pull out the good stuff, the big takeaways, and those fascinating stories.
Right, those little details.
Yeah, that make you remember the lessons.
Exactly.
It's interesting how this book,
Yeah.
it's not just a straight-up how-to guide. It weaves in this kind of mystery thriller vibe.
Yeah, it's that a story, right?
Yeah. So you've got this entrepreneur who's struggling.
Hmm.
You've got this skeptical artist.
Right. A total cynic.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere comes this billionaire.
Wait, a billionaire?
Yeah. But he looks homeless at first.
Really?
I know, right? It's crazy. But get this. Both the homeless man and the billionaire,
Okay.
they have on the exact same watch.
Wow, that's a good detail.
It's the super high-end timepiece.
Ooh, now that makes you wonder.
Doesn't it? Like, what's the connection?
Yeah, is the homeless guy really the billionaire in disguise or something?
It makes you think. And then they all end up at the seminar.
Okay.
It's led by a character called the Spellbinder.
Sounds intense.
Oh, it is. And then the homeless man, or whoever he is, he whisks them off
Where do they go?
on this whirlwind journey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's teaching them about the power of rising early.
Ah, so that's where the whole 5 a.m. club idea comes in.
Exactly. The book argues that waking up before dawn
Yeah.
is like this secret weapon for productivity.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah, for boosting creativity.
To feel better, more fulfilled.
Right, all of that. But it's not just about waking up, is it?
No, there's a system, right?
There's this thing called the 20-20-20 formula.
Uh-huh. The 20-20-20 formula.
Intense exercise at 5 a.m. I'm not sure about that one.
Well, the book actually goes into the science of it.
Okay, there's a reason.
Yeah. How exercise releases all these feel-good chemicals in your brain,
Like what? Give me some examples.
like dopamine and serotonin.
Ah, okay, so it's not just about the physical stuff.
Nope. It sets you up for a better day mentally.
Oh, that makes sense. And you don't have to ditch your coffee?
No, not at all.
Really?
Sharma says coffee can actually help you focus, in moderation, of course.
Okay, that's a relief. I need my coffee.
Me too. So, after exercise, you've got 20 minutes of reflection
Oh, that sounds more like it.
or meditation, whichever you prefer.
Just some quiet time before things get crazy.
Exactly. Lots of experts talk about this too,
Yeah.
about starting your day with a purpose, being mindful.
I like that. And then the last part of the 20-20-20
Yeah.
is 20 minutes for personal growth.
Mm-hmm.
That could be reading, working on a project.
Anything that helps you grow, really.
Right. Those things we always put off.
Exactly. But even just 20 minutes
Yeah.
can make a difference over time.
You're basically getting a head start on your day.
Totally.
Hmm.
While everyone else is hitting snooze.
But like you said, this book is about more than just getting things done.
Oh, much more.
It's deeper than that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about becoming a better version of yourself.
Yeah, I like that. So how does the entrepreneur fit into all this?
Oh, she's really going through it.
Yeah, she's facing huge challenges in her business.
Like really being tested.
Right. And, you might be facing challenges too.
Absolutely.
In your own work, your life.
And this book says you can be resilient, find mentors.
Like she did with the billionaire.
Exactly. Someone to guide you.
And here's where it gets interesting.
Okay, tell me.
The billionaire, he reveals he's been through similar struggles.
Oh, wow. Even billionaire.
Even billionaires. It shows that everyone faces obstacles.
It's true, no matter who you are.
And it's how we deal with them that matters.
Right, that shapes who we become.
Exactly. And he teaches her this thing called transient hypofrontality.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
I know, right? But have you ever had a brilliant idea in the shower?
Oh, all the time.
Or while taking a walk?
Yeah, actually.
That's transient hypofrontality.
No way.
It's this relaxed focus that leads to breakthroughs.
So the book teaches you how to get into that state.
That's the idea. And it's not all about pushing yourself to the limit.
Nope, rest is important too.
The billionaire calls it the twin cycles of elite performance.
Meaning?
Hard work plus strategic downtime.
Ah, so you got to balance it out.
Exactly. You can't be on all the time.
It makes sense when you put it that way.
And he introduces these specific techniques, like the 90-90-01 rule
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
and the 60-10 method.
Oh,
We can dig into those later.
cool. I'm curious about those.
They're all about working smarter, not just harder.
I like the sound of that.
It's easy to think this is just billionaire advice.
Right, out of touch with reality.
But I think there's some universal truths here
I think so too.
about living with intention, mastering your mindset.
And creating a life that reflects your values.
Exactly. And speaking of values, the billionaire's big on living a magical life.
Oh, I like that. What does that even mean?
It's about prioritizing experiences over things,
Okay.
finding awe in everyday moments, and choosing happiness.
That's beautiful.
And it's a message we could all use, don't you think?
For sure. So what are you feeling so far? What's standing out for you?
I'm really drawn to that idea of embracing the magic within yourself.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like we all have that potential,
we do.
even if it gets buried under stress and self-doubt.
Absolutely.
Eh.
So as we go deeper, let's see how to tap into that potential.
Yes. The book seems to offer a roadmap to a more fulfilling and impactful life.
Sound like a journey worth taking.
Last time, we left our trio arriving on a private island.
Oh, yeah. Quite a change from that seminar room.
It makes you think,
It does.
like how our surroundings can affect our mindset.
Totally. And remember, the artist, he's not exactly loving this.
Oh, no, he's still super skeptical.
Understandably so. Hanging with a billionaire.
Even one who's preaching about a better life, right?
Right, exactly. But even he seems a little curious.
Oh, you mean about that cryptic note?
Yeah, the one the entrepreneur gets from the billionaire's driver.
The appearances can be deceiving line.
It's like a hint that there's more to this 5 a.m. club than meets the eye.
Totally. And then there are those engraved tablets they get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those rules for success.
Yes. The first one really resonated with me.
Which one was that?
An addiction to distraction is the end of your creative production.
Ooh, that's a good one. So true, right?
In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with distractions.
Phones, social media, everything.
The book's saying, like, if you want to achieve anything meaningful,
You got to reclaim your focus.
exactly, makes you think about all the time we waste.
Scrolling, checking notifications. Ugh.
And then there's that second rule, excuses breed no genius.
Okay, that one's powerful too, right?
It's a call to action. Take responsibility.
Stop making excuses and make progress.
Yes, even small steps count.
Absolutely. And the billionaire, he doesn't just talk the talk.
No, he walks the walk, literally.
What do you mean?
They find him on the beach, totally still.
Soaking it all in.
Yeah, watching the sunrise.
Like a meditation almost.
Right, embracing the present moment.
It's like he's showing them the power of stillness.
And remember, this island is his sanctuary.
He's pleased to recharge.
Away from the noise and chaos.
Makes you want to find your own sanctuary.
Doesn't it? And I think the entrepreneur, she's starting to come around
Really? Less cynical.
a little bit. More open to the possibilities.
Well, she was at a low point.
In her business, in her personal life.
Maybe meeting the billionaire, even in disguise, gave her some hope.
Yeah, hope and maybe a bit of intrigue, too.
Oh, right, when she sees him looking younger.
Like, does the 5 a.m. club have anti-aging benefits, too?
Uh-huh, maybe. But the artist, he's still not buying it.
No, he's holding on to his skepticism.
But that's good, right? It keeps things balanced.
It makes us question what we're reading.
Not just blindly accepting everything.
Exactly. But even the artist softens a bit.
When does that happen?
When the billionaire opens up about his past struggles.
Ah, showing his vulnerability.
Makes him human. Makes you realize
Even billionaires have problems.
they do. And we all have our own journeys.
It's a good reminder that we're not alone.
Exactly. And get this. The billionaire learned these principles from his own mentor.
Wait, really? Who's his mentor?
The spellbinder. It adds another layer to the store.
Like a lineage of wisdom.
Passed down through generations.
I like that. And then the billionaire mentions a special advisor.
And an SOP for success.
Whoa, like a whole system.
It's like there's a blueprint for an extraordinary life.
Intriguing. But just as they're settling into island life,
Drama.
what happens?
The entrepreneur gets a threatening phone call.
Uh-oh, those investors again.
Yeah, they're not giving up.
So even in paradise.
Real-world problems don't disappear.
It's true. But the billionaire, he's so calm.
Like he's got it all under control.
Almost like he expected this.
And he tells her to focus on the teachings.
To trust the process.
It's about finding that inner strength.
Even when things are chaotic.
And she has this realization.
What's that?
She's been defining her worth by her achievements.
It's instead of inner peace.
It's so common, right?
Totally.
Hmm.
We get caught up in external validation.
But true fulfillment comes from within.
Exactly. And the artist, he surprises me here.
What do you mean?
He actually comforts the entrepreneur after that call
Yeah, he even quotes something.
about conquering nightmares with dreams.
It's like he's realizing that true strength
Comes from facing your fears
and their connection, he seems to be growing.
through these shared challenges.
It's like the power of human connection.
Especially when things are tough.
And then, out of nowhere,
Another twist.
the billionaire takes them in a helicopter.
Wait, He can fly a helicopter.
Apparently, and they're off to the Taj Mahal.
The Taj Mahal. Seriously.
I know, right? But he uses it as this metaphor
For what?
for perseverance, long-term commitment.
Like building something incredible takes time.
Exactly. And he connects this to habit formation.
Oh, interesting. How so?
He talks about how our brains are wired for change.
He uses the example of those London cab drivers, right?
Yes, their brains actually change.
As they memorize the city streets
It's like building mental muscle.
through consistent effort,
And he says that applies to all of us.
we can rewire our brains for the better.
It's empowering to think that we can change.
That we're not stuck with the brain we're born with.
And he talks about neurogenesis, too.
The brain's ability to create new neurons.
So it's not just about rewiring old pathways.
It's about creating brand new ones.
And he says progress often requires unreasonableness,
What does he mean by that?
like challenging the status quo, pushing boundaries.
Being bold, going against the grain.
Exactly. He even lays out a 4-part pattern for building habits.
Oh, cool. Tell me more.
Setting clear intentions, making a plan, rewarding yourself.
That sounds like a solid framework.
And he acknowledges that change is hard.
There's that messy middle he talks about.
Where you struggle, you doubt yourself.
But the key is to keep going, to persevere.
He gives a timeline for change, too.
How long does he say it takes?
About 66 days for a new habit to become automatic.
Interesting. So it's not a quick fix.
No, it's a commitment, a journey.
He calls it the 66-day minimum, right?
Yes. Like mastery takes ongoing effort,
And then there's that automaticity point.
where the habit's so ingrained.
You don't even have to think about it.
Like your brain's on autopilot.
Freeing up mental energy for other things.
Exactly. And then just when you think things can't get crazier,
What happens next?
the entrepreneur, she faces down a gunman
Whoa, are you serious?
at a vineyard. She's risking her life to save her fiancé.
That's intense.
It's a true test of her courage.
And of everything she's learned.
And the billionaire, his reaction is interesting.
How so?
It's like he knew she had this strength in her all along,
Like he planned the whole thing.
which is mind-blowing. He orchestrated this whole scenario.
Just to teach them about the 20-20-20 formula?
Apparently. Makes you question his methods, right?
It does. A little extreme, maybe?
But he also emphasizes teaching what you've learned,
Paying it forward.
using your knowledge to empower others.
It's a good reminder that growth isn't just about ourselves.
It's about helping others grow, too.
And then, what happens next?
They're off to Rome, the eternal city.
Another whirlwind adventure. I wonder what awaits them there.
So what are you thinking so far? What's standing out for you?
I'm fascinated by the billionaire's methods.
Yeah.
Like, does true transformation require pushing yourself to the edge?
It's a good question. It makes you think. Okay, so we're back, and our 5 a.m. club adventure, it's taken us to Rome,
Rome.
the eternal city,
It's like the perfect place for the La Dolce Vita philosophy.
which the billionaire keeps talking about.
Living the good life, enjoying the moment.
Exactly. And he seems totally at ease in Rome,
Like he belongs there.
amidst all that history and grandeur, you know?
I can picture it.
He even gets emotional watching the sunrise over the city.
Wow, that's saying something.
It shows you beauty and inspiration, they can come from anywhere.
You don't have to be on a private island.
Exactly. Speaking of unexpected, did you see his entrance?
Oh, yeah. The Vespa with Vienna.
His assistant, dressed to the nines.
It was like a movie scene. He definitely knows how to make an impact.
Okay, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the 20-20-20 formula.
The heart of the 5 a.m. club.
He starts by explaining the first 20 minutes intense exercise.
Right, getting that body moving.
He makes a good case for it, all the benefit.
Waking up your system, those feel-good chemicals.
But I gotta be honest, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
The logistics of it all.
Yeah, like, does everyone in this club have a personal trainer?
Waiting for them at the crack of dawn.
Right. It seems a bit much.
He does mention having a preset plan for your workout.
Okay, so no winging it.
No, go in with a strategy so you're more likely to do it.
Makes sense.
It
And
would-
he even demonstrates some exercises.
He does. Like what?
Push-ups, planks, showing them he's not just talking.
Leading by example. I like it.
Okay, so after the sweat session, it's on to reflection.
The second 20 minutes.
Or meditation, finding that inner peace.
Calming the mind. Setting intentions for the day.
He talks about keeping a gratitude journal.
Oh, that's a good one. Focusing on the positive.
And meditation, connecting with yourself on a deeper level.
So many benefits. For focus, for creativity.
And don't forget affirmations. Mantras.
Right. Shaping your thoughts, your beliefs.
Exactly. And then the last 20 minutes.
Personal growth time.
Reading, learning, working on your
This
passion.
is where it gets really personal, right?
Totally. Tailored to your own interests and goals.
He brings back that analogy of the London cab drivers.
Oh, yeah, showing how adaptable our brains are.
We're not limited by what we know now. We can keep growing.
And then, surprise, the spellbinder appears.
Wait, seriously? Where?
In the Roman catacombs.
What? No way.
I know, right? And he's there to talk about sleep?
Sleep? But isn't this book about waking up early?
That's what I thought. But he emphasizes
That sleep is crucial.
essential for peak performance, he says.
He even compares sleep deprivation to being drunk.
Oh, that's a scary thought.
Makes you realize rest is not optional.
So how does this fit with the billionaire's whole philosophy?
Remember, he's all about embracing the magic of life.
Right, finding joy, living fully.
And that includes taking care of yourself, honoring your body's needs,
It's not about burning out, it's about sustainability.
finding a rhythm that works for you.
And he outlines a schedule for an amazing day.
Okay, I'm curious, what does that look like?
Time for work, exercise, personal growth, even leisure.
So it's about balance.
Exactly. And he brings in those productivity techniques.
The 9-901 rule, the 60-10 method.
They're all about maximizing your focus and energy.
Working with your natural rhythms, right?
And get this, he recommends 2 full days off each week.
2 whole days, unplugged.
Completely. And he takes June, July, August off every year.
Wow, that's a different level of commitment.
It's about prioritizing well-being, finding joy outside of work.
It's a radical idea, but it makes you think.
And then, of course, the entrepreneur and the artist,
They fall in love?
they get married in Brazil
Oh, that's sweet.
with the billionaire as their guest of honor.
Like a fairy tale ending.
And he gives them a final gift, 11 magic charms.
Each one representing a lesson from the 5 a.m. Club.
It's a beautiful way to sum up their journey.
So, what have we learned from our deep dive?
It's clear that this book is about so much more than waking up early.
It's a guide to living intentionally, becoming the best version of yourself,
Pushing your limits, but also taking care of yourself.
and finding that magic within.
And using your success to make a positive impact.
Exactly. So, as we wrap up, we want to leave you with a thought.
What small habit could you change in your morning routine?
What would it take to create your own 5 a.m. club?
Even if it means waking up at 6 or 7,
Remember, small changes, done consistently.
they can lead to remarkable results.
Absolutely. So until next time.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep striving to become the best version of yourself.